You're the kind of tired that sleep won't fix, Kyle. In some industries, Kyle, that is called clinical depression. And I'm going to help bring you out of it today, Kyle. I'm not going to drug you. I'm going to elevate your imagination. And that goes for everybody listening to this. If you have found yourself exhausted by the modern world, wondering, is it all going to collapse quickly or is it going to continue to collapse slowly? If that's where you've been, now you're in the right place. It's DarbyCast. Okay. It's Wild Card Friday. And what does that mean? Could mean a lot of things because there's pretty much zero uniformity in any of these episodes thematically. We just go wherever we want to. But the coffee's not cutting it, is it, Kyle? You trying to get a prescription for some stimulant medications? You lied to the doctor. You said you had ADHD. What a joke that is, right? Of course everyone has ADHD. That is a consequence of constantly interfacing with technology. You know how to cure ADHD, Kyle? Stop using digital devices. Go outside. Commune with nature. I get it, Kyle. I find myself tired as well. It's a wacky world. So, I've got two special things to give to you today, Kyle. Check that, Kyle. I'm only going to give you one thing. Let's go for quality over quantity. But I'm also going to give it to everybody else in a big way, huge way even. Everybody's going to reap the benefits of this cure-all that I'm about to hit you with. Let's do a guided meditation, Kyle, and everybody. We haven't done one in a while, maybe since Friendship Cabin, episode 136, good episode, strong episode. But today, I want you to close your eyes, do it now, and imagine that the temperature is 74.5 degrees. Boy, is it prime. Where are we? That's what you're asking right now. We are at a jet ski rental joint on an island. Doesn't matter where the island is, just know the temp's nice, water's clear, jet ski rental place. You don't even have to pay for the rental. Why? Because Tom Brady's there and he's feeling generous. Oh, this is getting good. I told you I'd cure depression with this one. So we're on this sandy beach with Tom Brady, and Fauci's there as well. And Fauci's wearing a bikini. Fauci's embracing the science, right? So yes, you are staring at a 4'5" senior citizen, corrupt bureaucrat, Anthony Fauci, and he's wearing a two-piece. And you, voice of reason in this guided meditation at this beautiful sandy beach, white sand, no pebbles, mucking up the shoreline. You go to Fauci and you say, that is such an inappropriate look. And Fauci just says, I'm trans now, and I will be turning my sights to the pandemic of injustice by vaccinating everybody against the virus that is the patriarchy. Move over, boys. It's time for strong, independent women in STEM fields. You punch Fauci in the stomach so hard he throws up. Tom gives you a business handshake. After that, no words exchanged. Just a Mona Lisa smile on the face of Brady. He's pretty excited. But he's not about to lose his cool. Even keel in the face of adversity and in the face of elation. Very impressive stuff. Who else is there? Let's just say it's your favorite lady TikTok star, who for one reason or another is famous for lip-syncing songs and dancing around like a satanic lunatic. Boy, don't we need more of those in this world of ours, Kyle. We need more chicks to nail lip-syncing and dances. That's going to revive the economy. But I don't know who your favorite TikTok gal is. And there's a distinct chance that If you're listening to this, you might not even be on TikTok at all. So, for that reason, I'm just going to insert a gal into the guided meditation. We all know who this is. That's right, Katrina. Hey, what's up, you big jerks? You gonna sit there all day, Tom Brady? Or you gonna fucking finish me off? That's what Katrina sounds like. The guided meditation started off pretty peaceful. But now you've got trans Fauci, you've got Katrina. Who else is there? Obviously, Joe Biden. This is a tropical island. There's a lush tropical forest adjacent to the beach, and Joe Biden has wandered off into the forest and is now aggressively sniffing the hair of some aardvarks. He thinks that they're kids. Joe Biden is a sucker for kids and their hair, their smell. Many of you have sniffed a puppy and said, gosh, I love that new puppy smell. Joe Biden feels that way about human children, which is not industry standard. I'm on the beach. Kyle's there. Kyle, you're looking pretty strong. See that you shaved up your belly. Abs are looking okay. You, me, Kyle, Tom Brady, and Katrina, of course. We mosey on over to the jet ski rental joint, which is run by a former urban youth of rare promise from Detroit. His name is Henzdrell. He got tired of seeing all his friends get shot by him. Henzdrell is a murderer, and he had to flee the country. But he's sort of turning it around with this jet ski rental joint. Tom Brady goes up to Henzdrell and he says, we'd like a couple jet skis. Maybe a few. Henzdrell, before doing anything else, passes out burned CDs of his mixtape. It's called God's Chosen Thug. We're polite. We accept the CDs, knowing full well that we have no way to play these things. Everybody's got iPhones and computers, no CD drives. But it's a nice touch, right? A little party favor. Henzdrell doing a pretty decent job by some standards. Certainly not ours. By most normal standards, Henzdrell is a very confusing business person. But he's the only jet ski rental joint on this island. Therefore, we're going with him. Fauci approaches Henzdrell and says, would you like to take this naughty girl to town? Talking about himself, not Katrina. Remember, Fauci's trans now. And Henzdrell isn't having it. He may have failed the 6th grade, but he didn't fail the streets. And he says, get out of here, faggot. And what a breath of fresh air that is for all of us. Because you can't really say anything like that stateside these days. Can't call Fauci a fag. And I mean that in like the 1990 sense, where it just means you're not cool. You sit your fag, Fauci. You're not in the in crowd. But Henzdrell slapped it to Fauci, and all of a sudden Henzdrell is looking okay. Sure, we're not going to hang out with him. We have nothing in common with Henzdrell. This is a business transaction. We want the jet skis, and then we're going to hit the seas. But I think we can appreciate what Henzdrell is bringing to the table. Right, Kyle? You get your own jet ski. I get my own jet ski. Tom Brady quite obviously gets his own jet ski. And boy, is that thing just top of the line. Just like Tom. You know, they say the jet ski matches the person. Kyle. In some lake towns around this country. And I don't think that's wrong. So all of us are more than fine with Tom Brady taking what looks like one of the best jet skis any of us have ever seen. Really cool patterns on it. The paint job. Kyle, you will be linking up with Katrina, and although her tight body will be clinging to you, she's also going to be talking to you the whole time on the back of that jet ski, and boy, does that sound like a nightmare. Go faster, fracking go slower, Kyle. Ew, it's a little bumpy. Why am I so wet? You're going to be hearing a lot of that. And some guys are into that, Kyle. Some guys are into idiot skanks. I know that's not you, but just like pretend like you are for the guided meditation. Kyle, this isn't about you. I know you've been struggling, but this isn't about you. This is about everybody else who's just trying to enjoy the guided meditation. Let's talk about your jet ski for a second, by the way. Totally illegal. It's souped up. Goes so fast that most people would say, that frightens me. But does it frighten you? No chance. Fauci is now wandering around with Joe Biden, getting in on the aardvark action. He's vaccinating the aardvarks. They're all having heart attacks. Why did we bring him, right? Why? Because we always do. We try to include Biden and Fauci because it's important for some reason. We're just about to take these jet skis out into the ocean. Off in the distance, you hear Fauci screaming at an aardvark. You want to pound me? You want to pound this dirty girl? He's taken a lot of stuff too far. That's like kind of par for the course for Fauci. Consistently does the wrong thing, takes it too far, can't read the room, doesn't know that there are a lot of people who are pretty angry with him. There are some natives on this island. Aardvarks and the worship of aardvarks is pretty important in their culture. Are you seeing the parallels to the modern world? You must be. Before we rev up those jet skis and do what we're about to do, what's that? Have a really good time. Tom Brady, he gives all of us ice cream cones, soft serve. Some of you right now are saying, where did he get them? Don't worry about it. That's not the point. The point is you just got a soft serve ice cream spiraled your way, right? The ice cream spiral soft serve. We all know how soft serve comes out of the dispenser, and Tom Brady's a quarterback throwing tight spirals. So it all plays. Kyle, touchdown of a frozen treat for you, for all of us. Fauci and Biden are surrounded by a pack of female natives. How did their boobs get so big is what a lot of us are wondering. You actually say it out loud. Like, what's the deal with those cans? They are massive. Katrina gets a little insecure, takes her boobs out and says, well, what do you think of these? And it's like, Katrina, this isn't about you. It's not. But Biden and Fauci are surrounded by these warrior women. Fauci tries to get in on something, and he's like, girl power. Come on, Fauci. What are you doing? Take the losses. Allow yourself to be stoned to death by a traveling Iowa all-star youth baseball team, right? That's what we're all thinking. Fauci tries to vaccinate the natives. He brought an entire backpack of hypodermic needles. It's a Powder Puff Girls backpack. Fauci's also trans age. He thinks he's 14 or something. We really want to get going with the jet ski thing, but we can't take our eyes off of what could be a pretty violent situation. You admire the palm trees because despite all the chaos going on in this situation right now, you still have the wherewithal to admire some natural beauty. You're like, I like the way those palm trees didn't give up. What a poet you are, by the way. Let's just call that out. Out of nowhere, John Stamos and David Hasselhoff show up with some beach chairs. They don't say a word to anybody. They just post up and start playing chess on the beach. So cool. Are both of those guys. Busty tribal women use some fighting moves on Fauci. In the process, Fauci tries to weasel his way out of it, as he does with everything. He says, por favor, disculpe. Now he's trans-Latina. ¿Quieres vaccinación? He's running this play as he's being beaten to death. Something kind of impressive about it, but also something pretty pathetic. These women don't even speak Spanish, so they're pretty confused by it, but Fauci, bless his little heart, drops a "Si se puede." Joe Biden has managed to escape the violence. He's lecturing some shrub. Give me a break, Jack. You hear him say that. What is he talking about, right? But it's a beautiful day and we're on jet skis. Biden will probably be okay. Fauci's dead. Henzdrell crip walks over to Fauci's dead body and just starts teabagging him. Really disrespectful. But who are we to say what is right? That's what you say. You're like, let's let Henzdrell explore his process. What a leader you are. My goodness. But it's a beautiful day and we're on jet skis and you look at Kyle and Katrina and you dip your aviators a little bit. Yeah, you're wearing aviators. And you say, race you to that pod of whales, guys. Katrina yells, whales are stupid. Kyle, you strike her and everybody's fine with it. In real life, Kyle, I would not be pleased with you, but because this is a guided meditation, thanks for keeping everything serene. Katrina pipes down. Not bad. Kyle. We make it over to the pod of whales. Tom Brady purposefully shows up dead last. I look at Tom and I say, you didn't have to do that, Tom. We know you got the best jet ski and you've got the heart of a champion. What does Tom Brady say? He says, I just wanted to make you guys look good. How important is that to hear? That people have your back and they just want to see you succeed? Tom Brady wants to see you succeed, no less. Take a moment and a couple deep breaths. Remember, guided meditation. Let's focus on what Tom Brady has brought to the situation. A sturdy handshake, an ice cream cone, and some time for you to be the star of the show. What more could you ever ask for? From anybody. Sure, getting it from Tom Brady, that is something. But you might owe it to yourself to surround yourself with people who want those kind of things for you. We look into the water and what we thought was a pod of whales is actually a pod of narwhals, unicorns of the sea. What does that mean? I'm not even going to say, because I think we all know how important it is for us to peel back the layers of meaning and decide things for ourselves. I am not going to hijack your experience with these narwhals. We're all pretty overwhelmed with the beauty of nature. Temperature's perfect, no wind. If you want to cool off, you just go a little bit faster on your jet ski. No life jackets. Henzdrell didn't give us any kind of safety protocols or coaching. Henzdrell's not about safety. He's about mixtapes and crip walking. We're enjoying the narwhals, though. We feel so relaxed, so recharged. The sun's hitting us just right. Albatrosses overhead. It's a couple. You can tell they have a lifelong bond, and we all respect that. What a wingspan. That's what you say. What do I say? God, took the words right out of my mouth. I am impressed by their wingspan as well. Tom Brady takes out a drone. He says, you mind if we move all the jet skis together, get a couple photos? I just never want to forget this day. We take the best photos you've ever seen. Lighting is unreal. Your body is looking exceptional. Katrina has been quiet until now. And what does she step up and say? Nobody saw this coming, by the way. She stands on the back of the jet ski, rests her boobs on Kyle's shoulders, and she just says, I don't know about you guys, but I hate illegal immigrants. Wow. So Katrina just moved to the top of our list of best person here. So rare to hear something that amazing out of anyone, but also what a redemption arc for Katrina, who had been pretty annoying up until this point. But she's back. Was she ever there in the first place? Many of us are wondering. The answer is probably not. But people can grow. How's that for an inspiring message? Subtract 1 cup of coffee from your morning routine with that message. Sometimes we all need a punch in the face from Kyle, literally or metaphorically. Kyle, if you ever strike me, you are fucking fired. But Katrina received a pretty sturdy correction. And everybody needs that from time to time. Not necessarily to get slugged in the face, but if you're spouting off objective nonsense, somebody needs to step up and get you to listen. And if you're not listening, I'm not encouraging violence, okay? I'm just saying, Kyle, I think I speak for all of us when I say you did the right thing. In the context of this guided meditation, do not bring that crap anywhere else. Katrina wowed all of us. But then she, like many a person, doesn't know when to say when. And she says, I think we should mass murder illegal immigrants. Let's just genocide them all. That's when you step up and say, whoa, deportation, Katrina, deportation. Threat of violence, but we're not going to, that's not step 1. What you just said. Tom Brady tosses you an extra ice cream cone. Doesn't give one to anybody else. We're all fine with it because we know what you did. You stepped up. You deserve that frozen treat. Katrina, now taking a major backslide, looks at Tom and says, give me an ice cream cone, you stupid fuck. Kyle, we all trust that you're going to take care of that. Okay. Kyle, just go easy on her. Maybe shake her. Don't hit her, Kyle. Do not shake her. Pretend you're a British nanny. Kyle gives Katrina the shake of a lifetime. And all of a sudden, she's in a tasteful one-piece. Her swimsuit got more classy. What a guided meditation. Unbelievable. Tom Brady puts the drone away, and he says, I like reserved women. We all do, Tom. We all do. No problems there. We look back at the shore. David Hasselhoff has Joe Biden by the scruff of his shirt, and although we can't hear the words, it's pretty clear that Joe is on the business end of a pretty stern talking to. Kyle asks, hey, should we intervene? And then you step up and you say, Kyle, absolutely not. How are you going to back up Hasselhoff any better than Stamos ever could? The Katrina Kyle jet ski, as many of us are thinking right now, needs to really get it together. We're looking at you, Kyle. We are looking at you. A couple pelicans are flying overhead. And Tom Brady says, this might sound a little weird, guys, but whenever I see pelicans, I always think of Jurassic Park. And we all meet him where he's at, and we all say that I do the same. I do the same. And we mean it. That's no lie. I see pelicans and I'm thinking Pterodactyl City. Why is Tom Brady so amazing? Who knows, right? Out of nowhere, a helicopter appears. Who's in it? Many of you know, but for those of you who don't, it's Bill Gates and co-pilot George Soros. They don't belong here. You know it. I know it. Hell, even Katrina knows it. You take out a sniper rifle. And although you're an expert marksman and could shoot both of these guys square between the eyes, you don't. Instead, you aim the sniper rifle that you pulled out of the jet ski waterproof compartment. You shoot the helicopter propellers. And that thing goes down, crashes into the ocean. Bill Gates and George Soros are immediately surrounded by sharks. Tom Brady takes the drone out again because he knows this is about to be a good show. He calls out, "I can't wait to post this on Facebook." That's a miss. A rare miss by Tom Brady. We can't always say the right thing in any given moment. The sharks are circling George Soros and Bill Gates. But these aren't regular sharks. They're patented robot sharks developed in tandem by Elon Musk, friend of the show. And let's just be clear, as a community, we're not all in on Elon Musk. Like, he still might be shady in some areas, might be working with the CIA, NSA, something like that. So we're not all the way sold on Elon, but he developed these high integrity specialized sharks with whom? That's right, Illuminati Mike, also friend of the show. Whereas regular sharks smell blood in the water, these sharks can sniff out corruption, greed, depopulation agendas. They can sniff that out from a mile away. Maybe even farther, Kyle. Maybe even farther. Katrina takes her boobs out, and this time it plays. Nobody stops her. Just feels right. Tom Brady, respectful guy, doesn't get any footage. He doesn't want to wreck Katrina's life. Because a lot of people wouldn't understand the moment. There's some things that don't need to be captured on video. But the mechanized justice sharks are still circling Gates and Soros. The tension's palpable. And all of us are wondering the same thing right now. Where are Elon Musk and Illuminati Mike? I'll tell you where. They've been behind us the whole time, flying in some very expensive looking, but quietly operating jetpacks. Illuminati Mike issues the kill word to the mechanized sharks. What's that word? He says, brother. Gates and Soros, torn to shreds. Katrina starts kissing Kyle on his neck. Kyle doesn't find it unpleasant. You might have yourself a girlfriend, Kyle. Odd way to start a relationship. Pretty different kind of day. What happens next? That's right. You, patriot, leader, you start a USA chant. USA. USA. We all get in on it. Gosh, today feels great. That's what many of you are thinking to yourselves right now. Who needs coffee? Who needs energy drinks? You got this flowing through you. Tom Brady pulls out a Bluetooth speaker, puts on the song, Baby, I Love Your Way.
Ooh, baby, I love your way. Every day, yeah.
It's just perfect. Totally frames everything that just happened today. We all do some pretty cool jet ski tricks, and then we head back in. Stamos won the chess match with Hasselhoff. It was a close one, but he won fair and square. Joe Biden is dead. He's just face down on the beach. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody cares, though. In fact, most of us are pretty surprised that he's made it this far. Out of the tropical wilderness adjacent to the beach, Martha Stewart shows up and she's got some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. A little undercooked, used a little extra butter, a little bit more than the recipe called for. And we all know how that works out. Exceedingly well. Henzdrell pops out of the jet ski rental joint and says, "Y'all have a motherfucking good time or what?" Illuminati Mike takes Henzdrell aside and he says, "There can only be one black guy in this guided meditation, and it's me." Henzdrell puts in some Skull Candy headphones, puts on the song X Gon Give It To You, and then he flies away on one of those wind parachute wakeboard whodunits. Illuminati Mike made the right call. Henzdrell was not going to bring a whole lot to the situation. We have everything we need. We got great friends. We got some pretty cool tech, although we don't need the tech. It's there to enhance the experience. It's not there to be the experience, right? Katrina starts taking selfies. Doesn't even try to get you, me, Kyle, Tom Brady, Elon, John Stamos, Hasselhoff, Martha Stewart, Illuminati Mike. Doesn't want any of us in the shots. She's still got a lot of work to do, is what I'm trying to say. Illuminati Mike pulls out a couple really expensive bottles of red wine, as is customary for Illuminati Mike. Pours us all a glass and we toast to one another, to friendship, to justice, to the perfect day. We look out at the ocean, rays of sunlight tap dancing on that beautiful blue water. You look to your left and you look to your right. And when you look to your right, what do you see? A lot of hammocks. Say to all of us, you say, "Let's take a nap. We can hang out later, but let's all take naps." Not because we feel exhausted, but because we feel so relaxed. What a call. Wouldn't it be nice to feel that way? Yes, it would. Joe Biden's body washes out to sea. Celine Dion shows up, says a eulogy. Nobody listens to it because we're following your game plan, which is exploring these hammocks that are all equipped, check this, with memory foam pillows. The kind of stuff that astronauts use. Where did we get those? Elon Musk. SpaceX. Have you heard of it, Kyle? Our entire bodies are melting into these hammocks. Your legs feel important in a really huge way. Some of Katrina's friends show up with super soakers. And they have a battle. And you have the option. This is kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can watch them have a super soaker fight, or you can just take a nap. I, personally, will be taking a nap. I don't care about these social media stars. Look at how much fun we are. No, absolutely not. As you're dozing off in this hammock, you hear the girls saying, "Let's start a new dance trend." It hurts our ears to hear call-outs like that. But Tom Brady, he looks at us and he says, "They'll grow out of it. Maybe." And that puts us all at ease. We all fall asleep. The end to the guided meditation. That's DarbyCast. That's Wildcard Friday. If this was like somehow your first episode, congratulations and welcome aboard. If you weren't into this by some chance, like, fuck you. Never come back. Enjoy the rest of your day.